I'm speaking right into the microphone.
Hello, hello.
She's on. She's got the light on.
I have the good mic.
Apparently. Hey, everybody. I am Shane. I am here with Mary Battiata.
Right.
Did I do that right?
You did.
I'm very proud of myself for that.
Yeah. You can go to Italy now. You're all set.
That's good to know because I'd like to go to Italy someday.
Yeah.
So I can tell everybody I know you there.
What? Yes, just mention my
Just
name.
mention your name.
Yeah.
Would be good. So I usually start these off with talking about the history of the artists in the club, and you've been playing here for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. I think that's right. Wow, yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to tell with these COVID years.
I know.
It all melts into one.
I know, it's true. Yeah, I think this might be our fourth visit or fifth visit, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, enough for it to feel very familiar and nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get into some of these hard-hitting questions. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
It's really going to be
think so.
very intense. What was the first record you purchased with your own hard-earned money?
I bought an album. I bought a Beatles album. It was Help. I bought Help. Yeah, I walked to the store and I bought it. And I think maybe I had just seen the Hard Day's Night documentary or something. And so I think I wanted that, but I didn't see it.
Right.
So I saw this other thing and I bought it. Yeah. And I still have it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I
So it
bought
must have been LP.
What?
Was it LP? Or?
Yeah. And it was vinyl, and I bought a little turntable during COVID. I bought I think it's called a U-turn or something like that. And so I've been having fun with that.
Nice. Unfortunately, you want to get your...
I maybe should.
All right. I'll do a song and dance while you're getting
Okay,
it.
it's right over there. I see it.
I'm really not going to do a song and dance, but I'll stand here and whistle. I can't whistle either. Okay. Do what? So you know what the bad thing is about the first records I bought? They were on cassette tape, so
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any of them anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No, you can't play them.
Right. I inherited a tape deck from my dad.
Like a boombox?
No, like part of a component, like part of
yeah.
the system.
Yeah.
And also I read that cassettes are coming back.
Yeah,
You know.
kind of. John Doe had cassettes when he was here.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know,
I mean, he's so hip.
yeah, he's so hip and
LA
ahead.
and stuff.
Well, he lives in
Maybe-
Austin now.
Oh, he does? He's in Austin?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's even hipper. So.
But I think what really happened was I went to college and my dad threw away all of my Motley Crue tapes and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were gone, along with my T-shirts. So what was the first concert that you went to?
I remember that really well because I went with, I was, I don't know how old I was, but I wasn't driving or anything like that. And my neighbor, who was older than me, invited me to go to a Santana concert.
Okay.
And it was an outdoor thing, and it was so wild and alien, and everybody was smoking dope. And, I was like, ooh,
I've had a lot of those stories. Where
and the songs were interesting to me because they just went on forever. Like they were just jamming out. And, Santana.
Santana. So you had a cool first concert and cool first record, because I've had some really bad ones.
Really?
Yeah. I've had some not great ones. So.
Like what? Like
Smash Mouth's third record.
Oh, wow.
Stuff like that. Ricky Martin. Not that there's anything wrong with those things. It's just not as cool as the Beatles and Santana.
Yeah, Beatles.
So I like asking the singer-songwriters, what is your favorite guitar riff? Do you have one?
Oh, yeah, I do have one. I copy it. Well, I have two. I have one which is Richard Buckner on a song. I think it's on an early CD called Devotion and Doubt. I believe that's the one. And it goes, I can play it. He's doing an E minor chord and it kind of, so that one. And it's right at the start of the song. And then there's this woman named Leona Ness who is a singer-songwriter based in Los Angeles, and I think her dad was like married to Diana Ross for a while, and she has. So I used to always like play it at sound checks,
Nice.
just warming up, You hear people like, "Oh, what's that?" I'm like, "I'm not going to be playing that song, unfortunately."
Well, you should learn it.
Yeah, I should.
do it.
You're right. I should.
Come on.
I should.
Next time you're here, I expect
Yeah,
to hear that.
yeah. She's great. It's great. Pop,
Nice.
light, and
Right.
oh man, she's good.
So you're from West Virginia?
No, I'm actually. I grew up in Maryland.
Maryland. Okay.
Yeah. And but I live in Northern Virginia now.
Okay.
So I'm right
Virginia.
outside of D.C. And but I, people in Maryland think the Virginia side is the Wild West and weird, and the Virginia people just don't even think about the Maryland people.
Right.
It's even more insulting, like.
Well, I went to Kansas City, Kansas once.
You did?
Or was it Kansas City, Missouri again? And they didn't really care for each other.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know which part
Was like cooler.
which. But people say Kansas City, Missouri, I think.
I
is it
know that
Kansas
they
City,
have
Kansas?
focal lines.
I don't know.
They
I
have
know.
focal lines.
That's why we
there.
went
Why you were there?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was
And we
like,
were all very confused. We were in Missouri and we were in Kansas
Yeah.
to go over that bridge, and the people in Missouri didn't like the people in Kansas.
yeah, I don't think I got to Missouri because I
No.
didn't have a car, and we just went for barbecue. But I'm pretty sure. No, we stayed on the Missouri side the whole time.
Okay.
I think.
I think we stayed in the hotel that was out. We went there one
That
year
was-
and it was snowing and freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
It's
big
fun.
brutalist hotel,
Yeah.
that style of architecture, like the whole thing is like hulking. And,
It was fun though.
Yeah,
the World
yeah.
War II, World War One museum was there.
they're going back there this year.
Are they?
They're having it in May.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed Kansas City.
Yeah.
So, from your area, do you have like a Mount Rushmore musicians that come from your area?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I wonder if well, we have this guitar player that is a big hero. Danny Gatton was a big, influence on a lot of local guitar players and national, and I would say, and there's a band, they weren't really punk, but they were called the Slicky Boys, and those guys are kind of on the Mount Rushmore of DC
Okay.
musicians. I'm trying to think, and then,
Well,
if
like
you
DC had all the Bad Brains and all that whole thing.
that's exactly,
whole
yeah.
thing
Then
went on in
then
death
like
and-
fast forward 10 years, and then you
Yeah.
have the whole Discord scene
Yeah,
and
Minor Threat.
Fugazi and Minor Threat and all that.
Mhm.
In fact, my first record came out on a side label of a guy named Jeff Nelson, who was the drummer in Minor Threat. And he
Okay.
had this side project
Nice.
for like Americana stuff. So that was called Adult Swim. And then there's not enough names in the world, because then soon enough there's
Right.
another Adult Swim. And my thing was Little Pink, but then I had to change that. It's ridiculous.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Cyclical. Did you ever have a moment in your life that you saw something, heard something, a lyric or a performance that made you want to do this?
Oh, yeah. So clear as a bell in my mind. I was working as a journalist back then, and this would have been in the early 90s. I was working in Eastern Europe, and I had been covering war, conflict, famine. I'd been in East Africa for a couple of years, and then I
Oh.
was in Eastern Europe, and it's kind of like craving art, and I was just burned out a little bit, and I was in Estonia at a hotel that had just flipped from being communist, Soviet, and I saw a video. This is so silly, but I saw a music video. They had MTV there, and it was a music video by Chris Isaak, of all people, and it was this incredible thing where he was like the woman in it was like a supermodel or something,
The Wicked
Helena
Game video.
Christensen or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was just, I don't even remember the song, but I just
It's Wicked Game rolling around on
Yeah, it
the
was-
beach.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Nobody
just-
at my age forgets that video. So believe me.
Oh, I was just like, I got to get out of here and go make something beautiful.
Wow.
That was it.
Okay.
It was like on some level.
That is
It
super.
took another year and a half, but
Yeah, that's
I was
super
like,
interesting though. That's
I
you
gotta go.
vividly remember that.
Yeah, I was so impressed with it.
Well, okay. Well, to end this little thing we do this little either ors. And just because you say one doesn't mean you dislike the other one. It's just
Oh
preferences.
wow, okay.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Okay,
But first one's universal: Beatles or Stones.
Stones,
Okay. Dolly or Aretha.
Dolly,
Elvis or Sinatra.
oh Elvis,
Willie or Johnny.
Johnny,
Michael Jackson or Prince.
Prince,
Gaga or Madonna.
That's a hard one, but I say Gaga.
Okay. Soundgarden or Pearl Jam?
Do I choose? Can I choose neither? I mean, I wasn't like a fan.
No, you can. Metallica or Sabbath?
Oh, I guess Metallica.
Van Halen or Zeppelin?
Zeppelin.
All right. Billie Eilish or Adele?
Oh, that's so hard. Right now, I'd say Billie Eilish.
Okay. That's like one of the harder ones for me, too. So
Really
I love both
hard.
of them, but I'm with you. I'm Camp Billy right now, but that could change tomorrow.
Yeah.
Last one I got is John Prine or Bob Dylan.
Oh my God, that's hard.
I know everybody doesn't like me for that
That's
one.
so hard. That's so hard. I guess maybe I'm just now starting to really immerse myself in Dylan, actually for the first time. So I might say right now, tonight, Dylan by a hair.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love John Prine, too.
So it doesn't mean you dislike John Prine. It's
Yeah.
just a little preference. So I got a special one for you then. Bad Brains or Fugazi?
Bad Brains.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
You know, Fugazi was great.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got for you. Thanks for sitting down with me.
Oh, it was really fun. Let's keep going. Come on. Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to come up with anything else without planning.
Oh, tell me about it.
I can teach you how to pour a Guinness.
Yeah, this is cool. Thank
right.
you.
Thank
This was
you.
fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.